Good evening, Rainbow Rangers. I come to you from the woods near my house. So basically, I'm just sitting in the woods like a paedophile on my own. Awesome. The idea is that we have 4 questions this week, and I'm going to be answering them from different locations in the wood. So we begin by this very scenic position below a tree. Very nice. I appreciate the bush. You know, they are very potentially destructive. I mean, say you were younger and of the LGBTQ persuasion and you came across these places that kind of gave you a quick fix offer. I mean, it's going to be tempting. Of course, it's good to discuss your gender and sexuality issues, but only on a constructive level. The stuff they state on these websites is absolutely outrageous. The thing I loathe about these kind of places is that, you know, they link homosexuality with transgressive behaviours. Like, for example, while I was reading through the Narth website, I found homosexuality linked with paedophilia, drug taking and promiscuous behaviour. For example, sexual experiences with older same-sex persons are commonly reported by homosexual clients. And then it carries on, and then it says, homosexuals may be more likely to sexually abuse a same-sex minor. And then it goes on to say, homosexuality is not a healthy, natural alternative to heterosexuality. Research shows that gay teens are especially vulnerable to substance abuse and early high-risk sexual behaviour. Teens in this position don't need to push in the direction of potentially deadly lifestyle. I just find it completely disgusting and repulsive. It shouldn't be allowed. Making our way down to the next location. Our second location, the lake. So it's a lot more public along here. I'm actually going to die of embarrassment if someone comes along. I would say to those who think homosexuality is curable that they are completely ignorant. Jasper, no! Oh my god, you're sopping wet. No, thanks babes. Well, I believe anyway that homosexuality has certain biological factors, but there are also, you know, social cultural factors. But I think the main factor here is that homosexuality is not curable because it's not a disease. It's not anything negative. Like, the feelings that you have as an LGBTQ individual are completely normal and natural and shouldn't be perceived as something curable. Those who are maybe struggling with their sexuality and looking for a way out or a quick fix, you know, I don't believe that it will happen. You can't deny your true self. Okay, I must be crazy because now I'm actually sitting in the water rather than beside the water. So I've got to forgive Jasper splashing around because he's really excited because I'm in the water. He thinks I've gone bonkers, and to be honest, I think I have a little bit. First wish would be to have endless wishes. My second wish it would be able to communicate with the dead, and number 3 would be to eliminate all intolerance, and also I would like to eliminate religion. Okay, we have a 4th question this week, which was messaged in to us by a subscriber called, it looks like Stop Pickling Me 08. So I'm sorry if I've gotten that wrong. I'm kind of distracted by trying to stay dry at the moment. They messaged in to us saying, I've recently, and for the second time, realised that I've fallen for my best friend. The first time it happened, it didn't end well for me. We haven't spoken since I told her 3 years ago. I'm scared of this possibly happening again with my current best friend. I don't know what I'd do without her. Can you suggest any way for me to go about this in a different way? And has this ever happened to you? Well, the answer to that question is yes, something very similar happened to me. My best friend now, her name is Emily, and we met each other in the first year of secondary school when we were both about like 11, 12. A year or so went by and we were in the second year of high school, year 8, and I found myself first beginning to acknowledge my sexuality. Like, I was beginning to realise that yes, I liked women, as much as I did men. And of course the natural progression for me was to project those attractions upon Emily. The attraction was very strong because like I was sort of blurring the boundary, and it's very easily done between friendship and attraction. And this went on for a while. One day I finally said to her, I fancy you, is there any chance that we could maybe get together sometime in the future? And she very gently turned me down. She said that she definitely knew she was straight. Like, she said to me, if there was anybody she would choose to go out with, it would be me, but she just wasn't attracted to me in that way. So, you know, it was a very gentle, very considerate way to turn me down. And after she had turned me down, the feelings completely stopped. And to this day, we are now 18. It's what, 6-7 years later, and we're still like, you know, the best of friends. I would tell her, because with a best friend, honesty is the best policy. And if she is a true friend, then she will not reject you, she will not stop being friends with you simply because you have an attraction towards her. But it will be, whoa, and he fucking slipped off the log then. It'll be a test for your friendship. It'll be one of the tests, the many tests that your friendship will go through if it's a lasting friendship. If you finally express it, and if she acknowledges it and accepts it, you know, it will enable you to move on, because that's what it did for me. So, you know, it can be a good thing. If your friendship is true, you will survive. Hey, hey. Alright, me and Jasper are going to head home now, but I hope you enjoyed my outdoors week. I hope you appreciated and enjoyed my efforts. I hope that I've proved of some use and given some good advice to stop pickling me. 08, that is your username, and I'm not being a prat. And I'll see you next week. And a big farewell from the J-Man. Alright, see you later then. Find your own way home, fucker.